In a cozy little house nestled on a snow-covered street, the air buzzed with the frantic, festive energy of a family preparing for a Christmas vacation. Suitcases overflowed with sweaters and scarves, and excited chatter filled every room. Perched high atop the magnificent Christmas tree, nestled amongst the pine needles and glittering tinsel, was Starry, a young anthropomorphic star. Glowing with a warm, golden light, the little star was fast asleep, dreaming of sugar plums and sleigh bells, completely unaware of the commotion below. In their haste to catch their flight, the family performed one last head count, forgetting to look up at their tree's brilliant topper. The front door clicked shut, the car pulled away, and the house fell into a profound silence, leaving Starry behind. A while later, Starry's cartoonish eyes fluttered open. He blinked, his golden light pulsing softly. The house was still, unnervingly so. He floated down from his perch, exploring the quiet rooms. At first, the solitude was a blissful novelty. No more loud carols, no more bustling feet, just peaceful silence. He had the whole house to himself, a silent kingdom of which he was the tiny, glowing king. The peaceful interlude was abruptly shattered by a crunching sound from outside. Peeking through the frosted window pane, Starry saw two shadowy figures lurking near the back porch. One was Joe, a burly man with a thick black beard, his face framed by a dark beanie. The other was Mike, tall and skinny, his features obscured by a ski mask. They were robbers, and they thought the house was an easy, empty target for their Christmas Eve heist. Starry's small, smiling face hardened with determination. He overheard their whispers, their crude plans to break in and steal the family's presents. A flicker of fear was quickly replaced by a surge of bravery. This was his house, his family's home, and he would not let these intruders spoil their Christmas. Though small, he was bright, and he had a whole house full of festive decorations at his disposal. A clever plan began to form in his bright little mind. It was time to show these burglars what a little Christmas magic could really do. Starry zipped through the house, a golden blur of activity preparing his defenses. He used his warm glow to carefully melt the snow on the back steps, then let the frigid night air turn the water into a treacherous, invisible sheet of ice. He unspooled yards of colourful Christmas lights, creating an intricate tripwire-like web across the living room floor. He then gathered a bucket full of shiny, round ornaments, positioning them on a high shelf overlooking the entryway like a festive arsenal. As Joe and Mike crept towards the back door, their confidence was their first undoing. Joe took one step onto the porch, and his feet flew out from under him, sending him crashing down with a loud, undignified thud. Mike, startled, rushed to help, only to slip and slide into his partner, creating a clumsy pile of groaning burglars. Annoyed, but undeterred, they finally managed to jimmy the lock and tumble inside, straight into Starry's next trap. The moment their feet touched the floor, they were ensnared in the tangle of Christmas lights, which lit up and began to flash, trapping them in a sparkling, blinking cocoon. As they struggled, Starry enacted his grand finale, tipping the bucket of ornaments. A colourful cascade of glass and glitter rained down upon their heads, bouncing off their skulls with a series of comical pings and pongs. Covered in glitter, tangled in lights and nursing bruised egos and bodies, the two robbers finally had enough. This was no ordinary empty house. It was a festive fortress of comical pain. With yells of frustration, they untangled themselves and scrambled out the door, slipping and sliding their way back across the icy porch. They sprinted down the street and disappeared into the snowy darkness, wanting nothing more than to forget the tiny, glowing guardian that had so thoroughly defeated them. From the living room window, Starry watched them go. The house was a complete mess, with shattered ornaments, tangled lights, and melted snow everywhere. but it was safe. Standing proudly amidst the cheerful chaos, his golden light pulsed with a quiet, triumphant warmth. He had defended his home, proving that even the smallest star can shine brightly against the dark, and that the true spirit of Christmas is about protecting the ones you love.